I'm gonna have to figure out a way to fade things in and out. That elevator music. I like it too much. Anyways, good evening, chat. Whomever. I seem to have lost something very dear to me. One moment, please. Working on this. There we go. Here we go. Well, that's... Huh. There we go. Let's just adjust one thing real quick. And then we'll move forward. There we go. So last time we left off in Conarium, we were here. And I derped out. But after doing a little investigation, I realized it was very simple. I couldn't do anything else up here. So I have to walk away. I have to come back. It's all good. What? There we go. All right. So here's what's up, guys. I'm going to talk about something different tonight. Not RPG related. It's going to be kind of interspersed amongst this stream. We'll see how it goes. Right? So, thought I heard something. I'm a pretty big reader. I enjoy reading quite a bit, actually. And so I am currently reading a few books. I started Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life. And I'm into Rule 2. There was another book I read probably about 6 years ago, and I realized there was a little bit of an overlap. So I was going to talk about that a little bit tonight. And, you know, if y'all really don't like this, for me to rant about this stuff or talk about it in general, let me know. Because that's useful information. But we'll try it tonight. We'll see how it goes. So, the first rule, Jordan Peterson, in 12 Rules, is stand up straight and pull your shoulders back. And he links this to, you know, as is the meme around him, he links this to the lobster and has to do with the distribution of serotonin and a few other chemicals that cause a lobster who's been beaten in combat to be defeated. Well, he gets into a later portion of this talk, and he talks about people's ideas of what good and bad are and how that affects their ability to go into combat, where people get PTSD when they go into combat, and they get it because they think of themselves as good people. So I guess the path of logic here goes that, see, link elevator has been set up. Both the tower and the bottom levels below the base. So I'm going to go down. So they think of themselves as good people, and they think that killing, objectively, in all senses, is wrong or evil. And then they say that good people don't kill. Well, the follow-up on this is that because they're good people, they don't kill. And so when they get into combat and they have to kill, it destroys their perception of themselves. And, ooh, I want that. Let's see, what's this note? There's a strange vegetation filling most of the hallways, as amazing as it is deadly. There's a hidden world right beneath the up-and-out base. And even though I was prepared to find such a place, it was way different than imagining alone. Alright.
Hey, anyone here? Dr. James? Dr. Morgan? Anybody? Where are they, for God's sake?
Where are you? Now, it's actually interesting. I say interesting. Is a little bit timed, I guess. We're playing a game based on Lovecraft. While I'm talking about this, because this was something that Lovecraft actually tried to explore in his writings. And the idea that mankind simply cannot see themselves for what they are, and to have... What is all that noise? To have that veil ripped from our eyes, especially if it's sudden, we will close our eyes so as to not see the truth. And I think he was really perceptive about this. But I think it applies to the things that Jordan Peterson talks about. Because in this mythological way of thinking, we actually live this out. There's things that we can't see about ourselves, because if we see them, we just wouldn't be able to handle the truth. And so I think the connection here being that Jordan Peterson is talking about people actually having to kill, and when they don't think that they're either capable of killing, or they think that only bad people are capable of killing, and then they end up killing anyways, it destroys the very notion of who they believe that they are. And if you know anything about Jordan Peterson, which you may or may not, he is... Whoa. We're going to watch the cutscene.
What was that I've just seen?
Let's try this again. Huh. Okay. I have a feeling I missed what they were trying to show me, and it wasn't intentional. So obviously the difference here is that Jordan Peterson's talking about very grounded things, right? He's talking about our perception of ourselves, such as what I've been talking about, and people's perception that they're either a good person or they, so they can't kill, or, that good people don't kill at all to begin with. And so when they go out and they're forced to kill, in a sense, because they've signed up to do this thing, and so they have to follow through on their obligations, they have very intense psychological damage because of it, because they don't think they're capable of it. And then when they realize they are capable of it, then they, in a sense, in the way that Peterson talks, there's the element of chaos is brought in. They don't have any limits to what they think themselves capable of. And so that just shatters them emotionally. He equates this back to the lobsters, the crustaceans, who, another one. Okay. He equates this back to the lobsters, who, these are lizard people.
If I am not mistaken, this relief depicts that the overgrown floor we came across at the various points in the cavern can be cleared away with an iridescent device, a tool or a talisman. Curiously, we still haven't been able to find the roots of those plants. They seem to seep out of these caverns by passing through crevices which look as if intentionally made for them. What other secrets might these silent halls conceal from us?
Yeah, so so Jordan Peterson is talking about the psychological damage of your perception, and how he links this back to the, oh no, another vision.
As we planned, my team will continue exploration through this gateway. Other expedition parties can commence when ready.
So how this links to crustaceans is the crustacean thinks that it is, a big bad lobster, able to beat all the other lobsters. And then he gets into a fight. If he loses that fight, he's actually, his brain is actually rewired. And he becomes incredibly less likely to win in future engagements, specifically because he's lost. And so the rewiring here, kind of transposed to the human being, is that the human being is rewired when they do something that they fundamentally think themselves incapable of doing. Ooh. Well, that was cool. Zombie. Wonder if... Okay, so they're not part of a puzzle because I can't close them back. Unless like a trigger mechanism closes them all. We'll have to see, because I don't see anything like that.
and strangely carved niches all around here matches with what is written in the oldest parchment. I believe uncertainly that they represent a destination towards somewhere significant.
Hey, copying down the glyphs. Cool. I've seen a vision near the rock tablet in a place that looks somewhat like an ancient burial ground. There was a diagram consisting of several glyphs carved on a rock's polished surface, and one glyph in particular was mentioned by the silhouette that appeared in the vision. I've copied down the diagram and marked that glyph. Alright. So, Lovecraft's exploration of this has to do with all the creepy shit you see him do, and all of the creatures that you see. And his idea that the universe is a fundamentally uncaring and at best it's uncaring, and at worst it's malevolent, is a theme that, whether he realizes or not, Jordan Peterson is actually pulling off of. And I think it's very apt, because we don't realize what we're capable of, especially not now. I think in our current age, we really shield ourselves from what we really are. We don't want to take a look behind the behind the mirror, the veil, rather, so to speak. So that's the wrong one. Okay. We don't want to take a look behind the veil, because a look behind the veil shows us who we are and what we really desire, even. Let's see. We're gonna look for this. I want to put. Okay. Let's see. This is the sun on this little mountainside here. So this one right here. And square root. We're going to go with square root because that looks like a square root symbol. And we'll say the two people. So square root goes up top. And the two people goes here. And then that one goes there. Okay. Let's see what that does. There's something big behind this wall. And I don't know what that something big is yet. I like it. So the veil here for Peterson would be that you are capable of killing.
For a moment, I thought my reflection in the mirror was... For a moment, I thought I saw a light on my brow.
Yeah, you did see a light on your brow, homie.
Strange crawling sensation in my wrists when I touched this black mirrored surface. And I thought I saw a light glowing on my forehead.
This game would be amazing with a like a sensor suit and VR. So you could actually feel that. That would be pretty awesome.
Frank, can you hear me?
Oh, thank God. Yes, I can hear you.
Finally. It seems the effect of the mixture starts to wear off. Frank, heed me carefully. Time is running out, so I must be brief. Where exactly are you?
Dr. Faust, is that you? I'm inside the caves below the base. Where are you?
Listen, I cannot talk much. I know that you are having trouble remembering, but you must keep going. Choose one of the submarines and follow the light.
Do you hear me? Come on, please. Where are you? Damn it. The connection is lost. He said I have to keep going. Why? Where are they?
It's a trap, man. It's a trap. Alright. So there's a wall back here that was damaged. I'm going to run back to it before I don't have a chance to do so. Because I just know I'm going to get down there and then something's going to happen and I don't know. I want to go ahead and explore back here. Anyways, so Lovecraft always touched on the unknown, pulling back this veil so that we could see our true nature, see the uncaring universe, or even malevolent universe. And I think that Peterson touches on this. I found a secret. Rightio. A metallic flower-like object with a pine cone-shaped design in its center. Pine cone is often used as a symbol for the third eye and pineal gland. Yeah. Yeah, man. I actually didn't realize, now that I'm looking at this, there's a lot of overlap. I really want to do, like, comparative reading between Peterson and Lovecraft. I'd like to see Peterson's take on Lovecraft, actually. That would be an interesting conversation. Because I kind of see Peterson and Lovecraft dealing with the same themes, but juxtaposed in that Peterson believes that order rules the universe, so to speak, whereas Lovecraft believes that chaos rules the universe. So the difference being that with Lovecraft, the act of standing up straight, pulling your shoulders back, and walking into the darkness just further increases your insanity. As you look at truth, no human can actually fundamentally handle the truth, and so you fall apart. Whereas Peterson would say, the only way to live is by confronting the truth outright and modeling yourself in such a way that not only can you handle the truth, but that you take on the persona of one who in his essence kind of embodies truthfulness. Man, this is going to be a really... Whoa. This is really weird. Okay, a little bit of getting used to. Anyways. I don't like these controls. At all, really. Not for this. One moment, please. Alright, sorry about that. So Lovecraft believes that the Elder Gods are forces that are fundamentally incomprehensible. And because they're incomprehensible, the very act of knowing they're there and interacting with them drives one to insanity. Whereas Peterson would be much more inclined to the idea of God of the Bible, who is a God of order, and in some sense, ooh. This is a really bad control scheme. But I kind of understand why they did it. It restricts you. And it does make you a little claustrophobic. Not gonna lie. So, you know, the Elder Gods like Cthulhu and Yog-Sothoth, etc., Nyarlathotep, however you say his name, these are all incomprehensible entities that would, you know, no sooner tear you apart and laugh at your agony as they would just ignore you. Whereas Peterson's view of God is, although he is tyrannical, he does give although he has tyrannical elements of his nature, he also gives you the ability to flourish within those restrictions. Now, I would personally challenge his position of God being tyrannical. Unashamedly a Christian. But, coming at this from a humanistic and just straightforward position, I can see why the word would be appropriate for Peterson. So there's kind of these two paradoxes here of Lovecraft and Peterson. I think I'm gonna reread a lot of Lovecraft, and then try to draw some paradigms, because I really like this whole thing, to be honest. I have no idea where I'm going in the game, and I guess I don't really care in a sense. Uh, I'm just here for the funds. Looking at all the beautiful architecture. Anyways, so I guess long story short is, you know, Peterson's really dealing with an increase of PTSD as a result of self-image or one's perception of reality being destroyed fundamentally. What happens if I ram into this thing? Oh, that's a little disappointing. Not so much as a thump. Come on, guys. You're killing me. You can add a thump. None of these buttons work. I don't have any other way to interact. What's this? I wanna... Highly maneuverable. Yeah, don't lie to me. Control room, watertight, hydrophone, military. Okay. Follow the lights. I didn't follow the lights. I just went wherever. Okay. We're gonna turn around. He did say to follow the lights, and I just didn't pay attention. I was worried about Lovecraft. Don't judge me. So, yeah, I think this might be a Lovecraft themed stream from now on, and I'll do some breakdowns of that. That looks bad. I can do it. I can do it. Sweetness. I wasn't too far off. That's cool. I feel like I'm in the Gungan submarine, waiting for the big fish to try to eat my dirigible. This game has atmosphere. I'm gonna put it that way. I'm definitely a fan of the atmosphere. So the thing I wanted to focus on... Did I just die? There's not even a "you are dead" screen. It's just gone. They didn't even Dark Souls me. Oh, I'm not dead.